Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. You're probably wondering what the hell am I doing here? I'm wondering the same thing too. Hi, I was brought in solely to do the intro. I'm Fletch. I have been I have been given way too much power, and I'm going to abuse that by
Excuse me?
introducing your lovely actual hosts, who are both so very wonderful and creative and loved and extremely talented.
And feral.
Yes.
I'm remembering
and
why I don't
feral.
let you do intros.
You realize that all of us would do this. Like, even if I did this intro, I'd be like, welcome to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. Look at this wonderful friend I'm with. Their name is Specs. Aren't they beautiful? I love them.
We've made the point. We've made the point.
Mhm.
I'm just not allowed to let other people do intros. Got it.
Okay, make sure that when I'm with Spec, I always do it.
And
we should
tell us
actually
who you're
introduce
playing.
Yeah. I love how this is like as if you're DMing our game. For the audience,
Let you know, DM.
How Fletch got here in this situation. Fletch, and the pride that only Fletch can have, all the boastfulness, went ha, because we were debating on who would do the intro. I could do the intro, and KT and I went, sure, why not? And
Called
here we
that
are.
bluff.
Anyways,
I have been kidnapped.
You found a hill to die on for sure.
I'm held here against my will. Help me.
No.
It's okay, it became a gag, remember? This is normal.
Anyways, yeah, I am but one of your hosts today. Not words. Cool. Yep, I'm sorry, folks. You're not gonna get. I do one John Mulaney skit before this, and I suddenly am saying folks. I am Spec. There we go. We got there. It took forever. I am Spec. And I will be playing Quinn Queen, and I am joined as a co-host, not the host here, who was our lovely, elegant, very good at words, very nice, did this out of spite, but jokes on them. I just love their company. Co-host. No, my other one, who is just creative and enables me so much, and
I will
here
always
for
enable you.
all the good fluff, and has made me so happy getting to just ramble at them, and it got me so excited all day for this because they're just so much fun to be around, and they're so nice and kind and talented. My fellow other host, who will actually be playing.
That nice and kind shit was too far. Damn it. Okay, I see what you mean. Hi, I'm KT, and I'm going to shit. I'm going to... Damn it. I'm going to be playing my beautiful, wonderful idiot Laura. Thank you, Fletch, for doing the fucking intro.
Yeah. So right, there you have it. We have our wonderful peeps who are actually hosting this and doing the FPS, who are both very, very good. But
and then we have our dad.
I'm going to fade out of existence.
I can't believe you're abandoning us again, Father.
Stop!
Goodbye.
No, I don't have to add this content warning.
I'm so sorry.
Oh god. Okay. I guess we start now.
Yeah, where do we start? We did not decide how this would go at all because we were like, we don't actually fucking know, but we want it to work. I look at the tome FPS, hopefully not like that.
I already told you can't break this one more than you broke Tom. Anyways,
look, I want them to be friends. I don't want to break him, but I want them to be friends.
It'll be fine.
Okay, I really hope so.
You know what? Why don't we do what Quinn said? I'm not Quinn. I gotta look away from the gallery for like 5 seconds. Why don't we do what Laura predicted would happen? Just walk around and who knows?
Yeah, so a little intro on what's been going on with Lore. For reasons in a different FPS with different characters that ended up doing something that influences Lorem. Lorem woke up and felt pretty great for the first time in a long time. He actually slept. Doesn't remember his nightmares. That hasn't happened in a while. And unfortunately is taller. That shit is not great. I'm gonna say, I look at comment, we'll do an FPS, just backlog it later. He has clothes that fit him again. It's fine. But yeah, he decided to walk around and see if he, quote unquote, got lucky enough to walk into Quinn Queen.
And you know what? We wouldn't be having an FPS if not. So
no, that's just the end it didn't work by.
That's it. Nope, just roll a perception. You
roll
kill
a
it.
perception.
All right. Congratulations, we're going for the shortest FPS. Most of the time was spent on the intro. No. I will still take a perception either way, though.
Me memorizing my perception for lore because it's just a d20. That's a 10. He got distracted, like in the title card, by a butterfly.
Lord, my beloved, dear God.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, it is. Give me a second. I'm just gonna, for the joke of it, roll up.
I will say, really quick, Lore's new height is 6'10".
I say this very affectionately. Quinn is... God, Quinn. Quinn is the opposite of Tome, where Tome looks at other people and goes, man, I should be emotionally invested in all of them and stare and try and help. But nope. Quinn just knows to mind his own business and not be nosy.
I look at my boy. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, this is great. This is great. I'm excited.
What is something that would interest Quinn in an individual?
Hate to say it, I swear he's more not just a flat character, but it's honestly anything involving that case. If I had a nickel for every one of the detectives who was obsessed with one single case that has taken over their life and as a result of the grief of losing someone very important to them and involves hunting down someone for revenge, I'd have 2 nickels, which is not a lot, but I hate that the fact that those two share a lot more similarities than just that.
I have a half a nickel.
I have a character type, I'm starting to realize. Anyways,
yeah. I have a way to get Quinn's attention with that 22.
That was a stealth, but go.
Oh, stealth? Oh, okay.
I can roll a perception, though.
Yeah, roll a perception, because I do point at, you know what Lore wears. He wears what he's wearing now, but he also has very small pink shorts. I love his little shorts.
That was a nat 1 on perception.
That was a nat 1. He doesn't fucking care. Okay, I guess, does that... I guess the FPS over. Bye! They just walk past each other. Oh yeah, they could run into each other. I look at Lorem's fast travel. Or he could just like fucking not look down.
You know what? Let's make a dex save.
Oh, how about Quinn walks into Lore this time? That's a nat 1 on perception.
Thunk. That's a dex save. So he stays standing. That's a 16 for dex save.
I love the idea that Lore was just a brick wall in this situation and didn't budge at all and just looks down.
They're both real kind. You do realize we cannot do that.
They're real kind, but I look at the fact that Lore has reasons to start becoming slightly more toony.
He's not that... Is he that toony already?
I look away, maybe. Rule of funny does affect him.
This is Spec finding this out live on recording and getting very concerned about one of their blorbos. Thank you.
Yeah, no, there's reasons to be concerned. I look away. They're fine. They will be fine. Moving on.
I guess it does.
Also, Blorbo?
Yeah, I really like Lore.
Emotions. This is me finding this out live. Shit. Thanks. Has emotions, lies down.
I may have broke one of my boys, but I really like him.
I mean, he broke him because he deserved it.
How dare you!
How dare I? It's not like this motherfucker was being a hypocrite at all to a child. Yes,
I
yes,
can see
shit.
people in the roller zone coming to
Yep.
onto us.
Fuck. Anyway,
This
yeah.
is why Katie's and I's FPSs take so long. It's actually not because of intense amount of roleplay. It's
We vibe too well. Live Katie and spec reaction. It's just us talking. Welcome to our podcast.
No, what's up? Okay, we can talk about that later.
Yeah, sorry. Looks down.
so-
Laura looks down and sees a Quinn, I'm guessing.
Yep, sees Quinn just thunk right into him. Quinn is supposed to be like, this is very perceptive character, so him getting in that one is actually kind of the funniest thing to me right now.
I also I gotta tell you some things of why this is even funnier later. Anyway.
Oh boy.
Anyway.
So yeah.
Yeah. Lord looks down and is like, oh, are you okay? And I have to roll, well, I guess intelligence to see, because he drew a picture of Quinn.
I would say you can argue intelligence, or if you have proficiency in it, so it could help you. History, maybe?
I do have proficiency in history. I look at his sage background. Yeah. That's a 25, nat 20.
That's a nat 20.
Immediately. Man, a nat 1 and a nat 20.
You recognize him. It's me. I'm known for nat 1s. You recognize him instantly.
I'm known for not rolling what I need to pass things. Yeah, recognizes him instantly, and he just kind of stops. And, I mean, it's Quinn. I want to give Quinn the ability to realize that this person recognizes him.
I'm gonna roll insight because, oh my god. Wait, god, this is my one with stupid insight. Okay. God, I forgot that Tome may not have brains, but Tome says insight. That's a nat 20.
Both of them Spider-Man meme.
He doesn't know who you are or how you recognize him, but he realizes that you recognize him. And there is actually... One sec. Yeah, okay. There is
I mean, he's a real kind. Maybe he's a fan.
Yeah, that's what he's hoping. That is actually what I was gonna say. He jumps to that you recognize him because the greatest detective in the West, after all. Anybody who did not know Quinn's original just instantly figured it out. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gonna actually quick question. Really quick.
Yeah.
Hey, Comet, did Minami get Lore the plot device yet? Perfect. Did you know you can call libraries for information and they'll tell you?
You wouldn't have information on Quinn.
No. Just about oh, look at this great detective from the West.
You would not have information on Quinn.
Okay, no, that's fine. Not about his cases. Just so that Lore could literally be like, oh, you're a detective. That's fine.
You would not possibly...
I was just curious.
Can our live historian of Fortson on Lore please elaborate? Because I thought that you wouldn't know anything about Quinn.
Oh.
I need to...
No, then he doesn't know anything about Quinn, except what Minami has told him.
We're quickly checking, because I don't know if that would have gotten out. Because he has been in Inkwell solving some cases, so there's a possibility you could have learned about him while he was in Inkwell.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if you know anything about him from when he was the greatest detective of the West.
Highly unlikely. Got it. Okay. So no. So Lore's just gonna be like, oh, you're Quinn Queen, right? Let him assume.
There's definitely a blinking as he flashes you a brilliant smile. Yes, that is me. I'm afraid I do not know you though.
Oh, right. Takes off his hat and holds out a hand. I'm Laura McQuire Parif. Very nice to meet you, Quinn.
Very nice to meet you as well, Laura, and he will take your hand and shake it.
Yeah, good handshake.
Firm handshake. Should we roll athletics?
Do you want to roll athletics? Shit, yes.
Listen, I know Lore wanted instantly to know how strong this kid
Yes, he did, but he was trying to be good, but but he might try.
I just want to see if he tries to hold Quinn's hand a little tight.
Oh, well, he'd give a firm handshake for sure. Hand hug. I look at your stupid modifier and I look at mine and I glare.
For those in the audience who don't know.
Shit. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's fine. He held back this time.
Athletics. This is great because a lot of people I know have dumped their strength. Not Lore, actually, but a lot of people I know have dumped their strength. Which means my plus 10 athletics is a brilliant use for shenanigans. Like this moment where even though Quinn appears to be can't look at the gallery. Even though Quinn appears to be smaller and not as strong as Lore, his handshake is significantly more firm and strong than Lore's.
Lore just like internally, shit. Disappointed. And look at Lore. He's a fighter. He's a level above Quinn, and he only has a +8. And I'm so upset. Affectionately.
What level's Lore?
Lore's level 7.
Yeah, he is a level above Quinn.
Yeah, I'm so upset by this.
Rogues.
Anyways. Anyways, they have a handshake. Ball is in your court, Spec.
I need to stop eating these chocolate chips. I'm starting to make myself sick.
Love, put them away.
No.
You know what? I have no room to talk. I had, like, all I've eaten today is cake.
Okay, after FPS, you...
Oh, I've had
anyways,
it. Never mind. We're getting off topic. Shit!
Yes, we're getting off topic. To those who were like, yeah, you could totally do this FPS in under 2 hours, no.
We vibe too well. I'm so sorry. You put two ADHD people in a room together.
I don't... We're not doing that right now. God, got me off focus!
Cool. Lore will just be like, oh, that's a really nice handshake.
Right. Maybe you're right about the ADHD thing.
Look away. We'll do this later. Lore compliments your handshake.
Okay, Lore compliments handshake. I can focus on that. Quinn just kind of gives a laugh as he loosens his grip some. He's like, thanks. Sorry if it was a little too firm.
Oh, no, you're fine. Lore fidgets with his hat because he doesn't know how to start this because he wants to talk to this guy and be friends, but he doesn't know how to be like, hi, you know my sister.
Oh no, I'm about to put you on the spot. I'm so sorry.
No, do it.
May I ask how you know me?
Oh, you met my sister the other day.
I very distinctly do not remember seeing anybody who looks like you.
Oh, no, adopted sister. Minami Shannon?
Ah. Oh. And you see him nervously rub at his wrists as he looks away. Ah.
Oh, no, you're fine. Oh, also she's fine. No, she was talking very fondly about you, and he smiles brightly.
She was?
Oh, yeah.
Tilts his head slightly.
He what?
He tilts his head slightly.
Oh, yeah, no, Minami already cares about you a lot.
I didn't expect that.
Oh, well, I mean, Minami would never... Laura looks concerned at you.
Quinn just looks confused.
Laura internally is just like, okay, she was right.
Sad puppy dog hours.
He is this kicked puppy. Damn it.
I sorry, I mean no offense, but we've only met once.
Oh, right, you're not used to Einquell.
Did she tell you that?
Yeah, they said mentioned about how long you'd been here because they were concerned that you didn't have many friends.
Excuse me?
Name one friend you have here besides her.
This is irrelevant information, thank you very much.
I mean, to the conversation it wasn't irrelevant. And he smiles.
It's a very relevant to the conversation. Do maybe I feel like I should go.
I mean, you can if you want to, but I mean, I thought it would be fun to talk to you.
Well, to... One second. Gotta make a roll.
Hi, meet honest tall boy.
I love how anybody who actually knows Quinn's stats can instantly tell what just a straight D20 is. Oof, okay. Quinn kind of just fidgets and rubs at back of his neck slightly. Fine. No, it's good. It's good to get to talk to people.
I mean, that's what people say. And Laura just kind of smiles playfully.
He's just looking at you.
It's
you
nice.
can tell this real kind has not taken up on any tuna influences, really.
Yep. And Laura's just like, oh, poor baby. Anyway, like, I see myself. Shit.
Serious real kind. This is a serious real kind. Disgust.
Laura internally, oh boy, he's gonna have a hard time here. Laura just smiles, and he's like, well, it's nice to meet another real kind here. I think I've only met one since I've been here. I haven't been here long either. That's why I thought it'd be fun to talk. We have similar experiences, at least there.
Well, yeah. I will admit I haven't actually seen any other real kinds around. Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from a place called Ordinal Point, and he just smiles. It's a really small place. You probably don't know it.
I'm afraid I don't think I do.
You can try to roll history. I wiggle.
I'm like, I'm the player going, I don't know if he will, but I still wish to roll.
It's okay. No, yeah, no, funnily enough, you recognize the name, but nothing attached to it.
I think I've heard of it before, but I don't know.
Fair enough. We do a lot of printing.
May have read about it in a book then.
Probably.
Or on a book.
I laugh. Sorry. Laura kind of looks around. Would you like to find a place to sit down, or would you like to walk? I will let you know if we do walk, you might end up very lost with me.
There's a sort. Lost?
Oh, yeah, no, I have this thing where if I walk around, I get very lost. Einquell shit / other shit. Laura shrugs.
Well, I mean, I would handle a walk better, and maybe I can help you from getting lost.
Well,
this boy
detectives are usually pretty curious, right?
I am.
Well, I think you'll have fun with this then. Well, I know Minami.
How much did she tell you about me? And he kind of rubs the back of his neck.
Well, that told me about the incident. Mentioned that. No, don't worry about it. She doesn't hold any malice, and I know that you didn't mean it that way.
I don't know my own strength sometimes.
Trust me, I get that. And besides, you healed her. I mean, it's not like you wanted to hurt her.
No. I simply reacted on instinct.
Yeah, no,
anyways,
that's fine.
as you were saying.
But they mentioned that you hadn't been here so long, that you were from a place called Fort Sanan, and that you were a detective, like she was.
He's gonna insight that and see if there's anything else that you're not telling him, because I know something that Laura was told about.
Well, he's...
Nope.
Yeah, he's not actively hiding anything.
Nope. So
he's speaking truthfully.
Wait, I am an absolute fool. I keep forgetting that this is an inquisitive rogue. Because I'm so used to my other characters.
Uh-huh.
Um, wait, let me see. Nope, that's the same as it would be. Because, right? Yeah, no, that is as high as I. That's my. Nope, never mind. It doesn't change anything. Yep, he. Nope, that's everything you were told. Absolutely.
Hey, Spec.
Hmm.
Guess what?
Terrified. Continue.
Uh-huh. 1 second. I got to send you a thing. As long as it will let me copy it. I go, but I'll send it to you as I talk. So you start walking. As you walk, do you start the conversation or do you wait till for Laura to talk?
He will wait for Lore to talk. Right now, he's just kind of trying to get a read on Lore.
If you have questions, you can just ask me.
I don't really have questions. I prefer to let others speak first.
Fair enough. Well, how are you doing here in Einquell? Has everything been okay? Well, you're a detective, so you're probably here for some, detective shit. But other than that, have you had fun or anything? I hear it's a colorful place. Is it?
I not very used to all these colors, or this many tunes. In fact,
I mean,
I've been my day. Everyone here is very nice. A lot of crazy things happen here, things that don't seem quite possible. But I guess that's just tunes. But
real
what do
funny
you
in the
mean?
plot.
Don't know it's colorful.
Oh, I'm colorblind. I don't see color.
Oh, that's fair. I've met a few people who are colorblind.
Also, you get the read that this kid is a real kind, but his eyes are a color you've never seen on a real kind, I don't think. They're bright purple.
Quinn's gonna inside that. Quinn's gonna inside that. That was not the right typing. Nope. God, I just want one FPS where I have decent rolls. Okay.
I mean, you can
Quinn,
roll
does that
again.
pick
It's
up?
very obvious.
It is. Come on, please. Please. Thank you. It takes him a moment, but as he looks at you very long,
Or
your
just looks
eyes,
back and smiles.
they're different from any real kind I've met.
Oh, yeah, no. When I was younger, I had an accident and it changed their color.
Yeah. 1 second. Oh.
I wiggle.
Oh.
So you can DM me that if you'd like.
Alright, give me a second. Let me
Because
DM
it's
you
not
that.
intentional, it's just a thing that happens.
Huh? What I gotta send you? Okay. Hi, listeners. I just got DM'd some very terrifying stuff.
I wiggle, Battle Master! Look, you get to be all sneaky and whatnot. My boy is good at one thing, and he's not even that good at it. I made a fighter who's only good at fighting with other people.
There's fear in me a lot. Also, I have to type all that stuff out manually to you because my screenshot is not working.
That is totally okay.
Hi, listeners. I'm having to type stuff out right now.
If anybody else is familiar with level 7 Battle Masters, I look at one of the features they have, Know Your Enemy. You can look that up on your own. If it comes up, I'll explain it.
I hate this.
I love this. Hey, look, you have all your fancy little bonuses. I got this.
Yeah, I'm sending you all his personal information.
You're
Well,
welcome.
security code next.
Ah, perfect. Now he can truly forge things.
Okay, I sent you it.
Beautiful. And he pins this.
You pinned the.
Mm,
Anyways, he did comment on that your eyes do not look like real kind.
yeah, and Lore said he had an accident when he was younger. Yeah. That he had an accident when he was younger and it changed the color.
I'm looking at the roll zone.
I am
Does
too.
this mean I
It doesn't specify
hide
that
stuff
in the
from
rules
you?
that well, it doesn't specify in the rules that I have, but I'll double check it, but we can deal with that later.
We can do that later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't worry. Lord doesn't intend to actively use any of that right now.
Okay, I don't mind sending you them. I don't keep them secret. You can just decide what he knows.
Exactly.
This is not a game. It's fine. If it comes up, I'll ask that you only choose 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
We know you're a little rules boy. We have one of the
Mm-hmm.
we have a rule book player in our
Mm-hmm.
chat keeping us straight. We love them so
Well,
much.
it's really
They're
hard to
one of
keep
our
us
favorite
straight, let's be honest.
Can we not do this?
Look, if it's there, I'm going to take the opportunity to make that joke.
Love it, you're still in the rule zone. Anyways,
Anyway, yeah, no, Lore says it was an accident after 20 minutes.
Quinn, yep, I just realized somebody has joined the VC. Has joined it. Who said they were going to bed. Quinn kind of tilts his head. An accident? If you don't mind me asking.
No, I don't, but are you okay to know things?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you seemed hesitant to talk, so do you actually want to talk?
I simply understand people don't always want to share things about themselves. I was trying to be respectful.
Okay, I just wanted to double check. I also was just trying to make sure that you were kind of comfortable as much as I want to talk with you, because, I mean, I like making new friends. I don't want to be too much.
You're doing good. You have not bothered me.
Okay, that's good. And he smiles.
Being able to talk to someone.
Okay. Well, how much do you know about tunes? It relates to the eyes. Lord just specifies. It relates to the eyes.
I know. I'm trying to. Hey,
yeah, no, that was Lore telling Quinn that.
Staring at us. What would that actually be? Or even UKT. What would you actually roll to know how much?
I mean, there's always history.
His history and intelligence are the same, so. Just roll a.
Unless you have proficiency.
Considering he knows, we'll just go. Yep. Yep. He kind of gives a. I wanted to see if he knew anything extra. Okay. I know he knew half tunes. I didn't know if there was anything extra. Listen, the dice said he knows a good few things as well. Okay.
Cool.
Sorry.
So what does
my boy's an idiot?
Yeah.
What's wrong with me assuming? So Quinn kind of He's a shrug his nose. I know a good number of things.
All right. Well, then you know that for a lot of toons, ink is like their blood.
He narrows his eyes.
Well,
Yes,
okay.
continue.
Well, something shady happened at my family's printing shop that we did not have control over, and I got toon ink in my eyes, and it stained them purple.
I'm gonna make a whiz save on that one.
Lore wants to be honest.
Oof. Quinn just kind of blinks. I have to add this to the warnings.
Look, it's gonna come up if Lore's being honest. I'm sorry. He doesn't want to lie to Quinn. That's not gonna go well.
Oh, you're fair. We just gotta. I point at the gallery. Yeah, you could have, but okay.
Lore doesn't care if people know that. What are they gonna do with that information?
Quinn's just blinking. Quinn's processing. Quinn's trying to process this.
Mhm.
He may be a detective. That's still pretty horrifying. He kind of blinks and goes, did you ever figure out why that happened?
No. And shortly after, well, that doesn't relate to the eyes.
Oh god, this is how you can tell Laura and Tome are different. Hopefully you're able to get someone to help you on that case soon.
Oh, yeah, no, like Minami's offered to help me out and a few other detectives that I've somehow run into. And he just kind of smiles, baffled.
There's a lot of detectives around here?
Yeah, no, apparently Villestown is known, well, partially known for detectives, I guess. I don't know, I've only been here for, he starts counting on his fingers, a few months? Maybe 3?
Well, he smiles a little fondly. Would have been nice to have known about this place a while ago.
Yeah, I didn't even know toons existed growing up, ironically enough.
I'm afraid I at least knew that much. I did know about toons growing up, so.
Okay.
I don't understand outside Inkwell there on his common, so I'm surprised, but not too much, that you grew up in a place without them.
Well, yeah, I mean, I live in a town of less than 25 people, so. Or less than 50. Less than 50.
That is very small.
Mm-hmm. Roll survival. Cool, that's a -2. Where do you want to end up in Inkwell? Don't worry, they'll end up back in Villestown, I promise.
Wherever you want, beloved.
I don't know Inkwell that well. I only know 3 things about Inkwell, and that is Villestown, Toontown, and that Ghibli exists.
Alright, gallery, vote now on your phones. We cannot do the one that was first voted for because I am too... Please recommend places that are very commonly known.
Help me.
Because I will genuinely die if I actually do a lore place.
Yep. I'm like, I only know Ghibli and I know nothing about Ghibli. Yep. Perfect. Welcome.
Okay,
yep, there's that mountain range in the middle of Inkwell. I forgot, Lore's been there. Anyway, yeah, as you're walking, Quinn, do you want to roll perception?
Yes, I do.
And, oh no, you should probably roll Constitution too, because both of our boys get motion sick.
Yeah, they do. Let's see how his con... Wait, no, that was the wrong roll. What's his con? His con's a +2.
Uh-huh.
Nope, he does good.
He has to roll for Lore, and
I demand disadvantage. I do demand disadvantage.
Yeah, no, Lore has to roll at disadvantage. Did you just roll the same thing twice? What the
I said 21 and 21 only.
You're not allowed anything else. Ever.
guys are like, we will not be putting this warning in the final version.
What? Okay. Sorry, my sheet decided to close. I had to reopen it really quick. Boy, what is your con save? Okay. He also gets to roll at disadvantage. That's a 12. I have great modifiers. They don't do anything for me. 15. Oh yeah, no, Lore takes a knee and feels dizzy, but other than that, he's fine.
Hey, are you alright?
Uh,
And he kind of moves to crouch down next to you.
yeah, did you roll perception yet?
I did. He got a 17.
Yeah, you're in the middle of the fucking woods, and there's a very nice view also as you're elevated.
Quinn just instantly noticing this and taking a step back and looking around like, what just happened?
Oh,
Actually, I'm gonna roll a quick intelligence on him to see if he
connects 2
look at
and
what the
2.
gallery said. He does. He kind of looks around and goes, did we just scene transition?
Yeah, yeah.
You're real kind. Are you half tune?
Nope.
Actually, did I just not notice that?
No, Lore points to his eyes.
That your he kind of pinches the bridge of his nose. Your eyes let you scene transition?
Well, that and the curse.
The curse?
Oh, yeah, no, you're about to probably find out a lot of shit about me. I don't like lying or hiding things, especially with a detective. It just makes them suspicious.
You are allowed to, like, I'm glad that you're being honest with me, but did you realize you probably shouldn't just do that with anybody?
Why not? What are they going to do with the information?
A lot of bad things.
Okay, cool. What are you going to do with the information that I'm cursed?
I'm not going to do anything.
I mean, it's not like people can really do anything with it.
Yes, they can.
Give me an example.
Use it against you later.
How so?
They hold it over you. They threaten to share it with people. They can.
Those first two things don't apply. That third one doesn't really apply.
No, all of those are very likely things people could do.
I mean, they could, but it wouldn't work.
What?
Well,
How would it not?
I'm cursed to be lost, so...
You're cursed to what?
To be lost?
What does that mean?
Well, it means that we were in Villestown and now we're on top of a fucking mountain.
You're getting lost when you walk.
Yeah.
So, if we walk, we'll just randomly end up at places?
Yep. Sometimes they're usually plot related though, which is probably how I finally ended up running into you, because I decided just to walk around and see what happened, and here we are.
No, you're not doing the plot stuff on me too. No, we just ran into each other because coincidences.
Yeah, totally a coincidence, definitely. Definitely. Me who's cursed to be lost chronically, as evidence shows, and me who just decided to walk outside of their front door and give their best shot and almost immediately found you. Yes, totally coincidence. And Lord just smiles.
It is coincidence.
Okay. Lord just smiles. Well, I can't change your opinion, but Inkwell might.
Hopefully I won't be here long enough for that to change. No offense, Inkwell's quite nice.
I mean, yeah, but if you can go home, that'd be nice. I mean, I'd like to go home, so that's fair.
Why, I'm...
Cursed to be lost, right? I can't go home.
See.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to find a way to fix that curse soon as well.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to feel bad about it. I've had this curse my entire life, so you don't have to deal with it. But do you see why it would be kind of hard to manipulate me with this?
people who probably could, but I'm glad that you seem safe from that.
I mean, if they try to hold me captive or whatever, all I have to do is start walking for like 2 seconds and I'll probably get out.
There's a snort. I
Mhm.
think that does sound like a nice technique.
Yeah, it's also kind of hard to find me if that happens, so he shrugs. Also, I mean,
Totally.
do you plan on manipulating me?
No.
Yeah, so I don't see
No,
the
that's
harm. I mean, you seem like a good kid, so why not? I have no reason to hide things about like this about me.
well. Hopefully, you never come across someone who you do need to hide it from.
Hopefully. But I mean, everybody in my town knew what was up with me, so I'm just not used to hiding it.
That's fair. I understand, just not hiding stuff.
It's really nice not to have to. Anyway, don't worry. I'll figure out a way to get us back to Villestown. I can kind of get it to ballpark areas.
And how do we do that? Does that mean we have to scene transition again?
Yeah, which is not great. I get motion sick.
I do as well. Is there any... God, no, if we walk it all will happen. Oh.
Yep, I mean, I tried to warn you.
Oh, you didn't mention scene transitions.
I said we'd get lost.
You didn't mention scene transitions.
Blur shrugs. I didn't think to. I'm sorry.
Fine, it's fine. Let us just start walking then, and
Yeah.
hopefully we get to a main city at least.
Blur kind of shuffles off.
Is this time for that survival roll?
Nope, it usually takes a second.
Okay. So what did they talk about?
Blur's gonna wait for Quinn.
Quinn's following him.
Blur just
They're
looks back.
just walking now.
Yep. Blur just looks back and is like, okay, well, I like asking people this. Do you have a favorite color?
This turquoise color.
What does he point out?
After a moment, he taps his eyes.
Oh, you have turquoise eyes? Is that normal for a real kind?
It's not completely normal, but I've known another to have very similar eyes, and he says that kind of sadly.
Oh. Okay. Can I roll insight on that? I wiggle.
You can.
I can. Yay. That's a 14. I don't know if that does anything.
For the giggles. Nope. Can't read.
Okay, cool. No, that's fine. Yeah, Lloyd just says, okay.
You can tell he's talking about something fondly, but you can't tell what.
He's like, well, I'm glad you have good associations with the color. Can you... Okay, this is what I usually do next. How would you describe the color? Like associations or, I don't know, flavors, scents. I don't know. Oh, my friends told me that red was spicy.
This is about to get real gay. So nobody knows the context of Quinn or why that color is important. I'm so sorry. To those who do know, rest in peace. Yeah, no, red. I'd say red is spicy. The eye color, though, how would I describe it? It's this. Despite the fact that it's a cool color, it's this warm feeling that kind of fills your chest and kind of. There's like this lightness to it. It's very strange. It's. I cannot look at the gallery while doing this because they're all spamming the same emote. It's this. If red is spicy, then it's the feeling you get after you take a long cold drink and it makes all the pain go away. It's both comforting and cooling at the same time. It's like a good memory almost. Like being near the water.
Laura just kind of closes his eyes and smiles, imagining that. And he's like, that sounds really nice. And he has a backpack on. He kind of pops up the flap and reaches in, pulls out a little notebook, and he's like, do you mind if I write that down?
Go ahead.
You called it turquoise?
I don't even know how to describe it. It's this turquoise, seafoam, green, blue. It changes when the sun hits it or whenever it seems to brighten, as if it's trying to capture the entire world in it. I love watching the gallery during this.
Hey, look, Laura hasn't said anything about gay yet. I promised I wouldn't. There's other ways around this.
I am literally dying right now.
You're welcome. Alright.
I'm so sorry to anyone who realizes what's happening.
Hey, Wiggle. It's okay.
You have to stop with this as well.
Alright. Laura writes all of that down, and you notice he writes very fast. You just kind
of just look almost a little impressed.
It's also not uncommon.
What languages is he a proficiency in? Let me check. What language is it in?
Well, let me know what languages you're proficient in first, because he usually mixes up the languages.
Common, Undercommon, Elvish, and Dwarvish.
You recognize snippets of Elvish.
He kind of tilts his head. What language is that? It looks a bit like Elvish.
Oh, it's a mix. Sometimes I just I like making little ciphers and whatnot. Minami enjoys it too, so it's fun.
He gives a little snort. A lot of people seem to like ciphers. I've started to notice. I should try using them more.
It's a lot of fun. Oh, yeah, if you ever, I think Minami said that she gave you the apartment address. If you ever stop by, I mean, we can work on ciphers.
I would actually like that. He kind of rubs his arm. I'm probably not going to be stopping by until I take care of something else, but...
No, that's fine. Just whenever you're able.
Yeah.
Wait, I've met you now. When people send you letters, do they say Quinn Queen?
Depends. People don't send me letters.
Would you like someone to send you letters?
Sure, if you want. I don't really have a place I live, though, so...
Oh, don't worry, they'll find you. And Laura just kind of flips open his book, and you see, like, what looks like places where he puts cards with different people's names on it. He scribbles yours down. It's very nice common handwriting, and kind of slips it under what says friends as a category, and closes it, and pops it back in his bag again.
Put under friends?
Quinn under friends.
Quinn just kind of noticed that and tilts his head and goes, and he actually kind of narrows his eyes a little and goes, "We're friends."
Well, I hope so.
Ah, I see.
I like talking to
Would
you.
you like to insight that?
Okay.
Yeah, insight that.
Me knowing things, Lore not knowing things. That's a nat 1. Everything's fine. But I mean, it's
Yep.
he doesn't know why, but that's an interesting response. Lore just honestly is gonna say, well, yeah, I mean, we're gonna make ciphers and whatnot. I mean, isn't hanging out and having fun what friends do?
I mean, I guess. Sure.
I mean, what do you do with your friends?
He kind of rubs his hands together. We would work on cases or go to meetings.
Lore looks distraught at that. Did you never do anything outside of work?
Oh, no. I sometimes did kendo, with whatever the equivalent is. I don't actually know if there's a difference between between this universe's kendo and real life kendo.
Just say kendo. I think it's okay. Laura's just gonna be like, that's just more work.
But I find it fun.
Well, yeah, you can find it fun, but what did you do outside of your obligations?
I wasn't obligated to do
Well,
kendo.
yeah, but it's like a club and an organization, meaning you have basically agreed to go there, and they just happen to be there. And while you can have friends there, didn't you have fun outside of the things you agreed to doing normally? Like, I don't know, like playing soccer or just going around walking like this and just shitting the breeze?
I need to make a whiz save.
Laura's concerned.
It's actually not because of what you were thinking. You know, I probably need to make a second whiz save. Yep, okay. Dice said 15 and only 15.
Look, Laura meant like kendo is usually something that you have agreed to do, but like doing soccer with a bunch of random people on a Saturday, that's just for fun. Kendo sounds like they were a part of a team.
Kendo actually is teams, if I remember correctly.
It is or isn't?
Research. Quinn kind of rubs the back of his neck. I mean, I know we would sometimes go to different events around town at the same time.
Okay.
Especially if my dad was going to be there. Because I would be there normally.
But what did you do? What do you like to do outside of all of that?
I didn't. I mean, that was most of my day between cases or kendo.
Laura looks sad.
Quinn looks concerned. What is wrong with this?
Do you like play chess or like do you draw? Like,
I do not draw. I have
ever just like relax with somebody else?
Hmm?
Do you ever just like relax with somebody else that doesn't make you feel pressured to do shit?
I don't feel pressured to. What do you mean? I don't feel pressure to do stuff. Would you like to incite that?
Look, Laura has certain biases against detectives, and so I'm just following lore views. I'm sorry.
No, this is good stuff.
That's a nat 20. Good boy, Lore.
Yeah, he's lying.
Lore just squints, but in a playful way.
I could be mean.
Be mean.
Nope, you can't read him.
Okay, won't read him. Lore just like, are you sure?
By the way, for the audience, I was told to be mean, so I rolled a deception, and my deception got above even the nat 20. But because it's a nat 20, I will be kind and show mercy.
I do not have
You can't
modifiers.
tell exactly how he is, but you can tell he is lying.
Lore just like,
something in this conversation.
Lore just like, are you not used to having friends that just want to enjoy your company?
I don't normally do stuff outside of the others.
Well, that's a shame. Maybe we should do that.
Like what?
Well, kind of like what we're doing now.
Do?
But we could like,
This?
well, we could go to bookstores and or like read detective novels. I love those, or any other books, or make other friends, meet other people, just have a nice social life that doesn't relate to work.
Not work, it's other stuff. That
What kind
does
of
sound
other
like it
stuff?
take up a lot. Kendo? It sounds like it.
So you have two things in your life, kendo and work? What kind of smiles?
I mean, they both take up almost all my time.
Well, yeah, but you gotta have time in between, otherwise you're gonna burn out.
No, I'm doing perfectly fine.
Lord doesn't look like he believes that, like, straight up. Like, he's not rolling good. I'm sorry. He does not. Look, his sister told him certain things. He does not believe that this boy is fine.
Quinn is dying on that statement.
Yeah,
you can roll.
Yeah, you can roll insight on Lore with this face of just not believing him. That's a 10. Yeah, no. This slightly older boy looks like he's calling bullshit.
Quinn is blinking and not changing his statement.
Lore just sighs and he's like, well, maybe try it. I think you'd be surprised. Okay. Keeps walking. Roll survival.
Roll survival.
We roll survival as well. You get even more lost. If for those who don't know how this works, Lore's lost curse. Basically, the higher he rolls in survival, the more lost you're gonna get. Because when the other person rolls survival, basically you subtract the two numbers from each other, and whatever you end up with basically tells you the severity of how lost they are. And so
just got -12 for us.
Yep.
They're very lost.
Where do you want to end up?
Wherever.
Cool. I'll just make up some shit. All right.
Maybe on. You go.
No. Give a suggestion.
I was gonna say like maybe a beach or something because he was talking about water earlier.
Oh, that would be fantastic. I look at the plot. This makes sense. Anyway, you feel that familiar sensation of a scene transition, and suddenly you see an ocean scene.
All right, time to roll that con.
Me also rolling that con at disadvantage. Oh, buddy, that's a nat 20. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lore. It's gonna go to waste, probably. Nope, never mind. He refuses to be sick.
Is the one who does worse on this because his disadvantage was 11, and he kind of stumbles a bit and instinctively kind of reaches out to steady himself.
Or we'll
his knees.
Try to catch him.
His face turns. He would gladly allow himself to be caught, and will reach out.
Yeah, Lore just straight up catches him. And actually, it's Lore. I'm so sorry. You have been picked up. Just princess style carried. Because he doesn't want you to like beef it on the sand. And he's just like, dude, are you okay? Lori's just going to, if he meets you, he is not going to not pick you up at some point. He does not see why he can't do this.
You pick Quinn up, and his entire face goes red as he kind of squeezes. He goes, "What are you doing?"
I didn't want you to fall, so I caught you.
So you just picked me up?
Because I didn't want you to fall. Yeah, Lori looks confused at what you're trying to get at here.
Like this.
Yeah, what's the problem?
You don't just pick people up like you could steady them. This is
Why not? But if I had steadied you and you had slipped, you still would have fallen.
No, you could have like grabbed me by the collar or something, or
Why would I do
literally
that? You
anything.
could have gotten choked if I did that. That seems really safe. That does not seem. I mean, I'll put you
This is
down. He just like sets him down.
Yeah, just put me down. Just put me down.
It's funny because it's just like under the arms, like he wears nothing. He's like, sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just not used to people just pick me up.
I mean, Lord looks confused. Just that seems boring.
What? Sorry, I zoned out for about 5 seconds.
Lord just like that seems boring.
About not being picked up?
Yeah. Do you never like just like roughhouse or anything with people? Just
No,
why?
because I just don't. I guess kendo gets a little rough. But
I mean, yeah, but like
that's with swords.
when you hang out with people, do you ever like, I don't know, just. Lawyer's holding his head and is concerned.
That's not good behavior, though.
But it's what kids do.
Well, it's not proper behavior, especially for an up and coming detective. I have more respect than that. No offense.
I mean, but fun is fun. You can still be respectful and have fun.
That just seems a bit too much, don't you know?
Larger size.
Rubs at his wrist.
Is that how you actually feel?
Well, it's how I know detectives are supposed to behave.
Well, did you know those detectives as kids?
Not personally. No, I would kind of hope I never meet those detectives as kids.
Well, then how do you know that they didn't act like that?
Well, because I know how they are, and generally I cannot imagine them behaving that way.
Even old people were once kids. Like, people act differently when they're kids. And then they grow up and they mature and get different. But, like, Quinn, sometimes you gotta climb a fucking tree and have some fun.
I'm good.
Well, that's disappointing.
I mean, I've climbed trees before. I just
To see a case or get a view of a potential something about a case. Look, it's okay to be passionate about something, but if you devote all of your time to it, you're not going to be anything outside of that, and people need to be more than one thing.
It's not that. There is certain behavior that is becoming of a detective, and I simply wish to show that.
And who made those rules? And Lord just kind of crosses his eyes. Not eyes, arms. That'd be funny though. Crosses his arms and like looks down at Quinn like, what the fuck? Who made those rules? Like, that's stupid.
A lot of people. I don't really know anybody in the field back where I'm from who was, well, I knew one person, but he isn't here anymore.
Well, that person were they a good detective?
He was one of the best I ever knew.
And they didn't act like the others?
No, he very much did not.
So who's right in this situation? The one who's better, or all the ones who say that you're supposed to do what you're doing now?
The ones that are alive. And he says that very numbly.
Lord just goes quiet. But he doesn't look shocked so much as considering.
No, sorry, I should have held my tongue better than that. Even if he was still alive, well, he acted like that, and it was the most hazy thing to watch. And Moon, was he just completely different when he did that? And it doesn't change that how he acted, I should not.
Well, then go for a third option. Do a third option.
What do you mean?
You look miserable doing what the old people said, and if you don't want to do what your other person did, then do a third option.
I'm not miserable.
Laura just raises an eyebrow.
I'm not.
Well, your voice sounds very not that.
It's just me missing home, you know?
No, I know what that's like, and it's not that.
And technically, you can't tell that he's lying.
Yeah, but Laura calls bullshit, because he knows enough from Minami that he's like...
Yeah, no, I'll take it.
He also just firmly believes that this kid is not okay, and nobody else can convince him otherwise.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Like, you just don't grab random strangers.
Oh no. He kind of gives a smile, and it's a very well done smile. You know that if you hadn't been getting information beforehand, you would have fallen for that easily. It's an almost perfect smile.
Laura just looks unimpressed.
Listen, I know that you're worried, but
look, don't put on an act with me, at least.
I'm not putting on an act. I am...
You can be a good detective, but you can still be... What are you, 16?
Yes.
Yeah, then... Still allow yourself to be 16 and be a good detective.
I'm doing both quite well.
Okay. What did you do yesterday?
I...
Worked on a case?
No.
Okay.
Maybe one. Okay, I worked on a couple.
Yeah.
But
what else did you do?
I got some food.
Cool. Well, on the way of investigating clues for your case?
No, I actually did it between. I took a break.
I
can take a break now.
Yeah, no, that's just a break. What did you do for you?
I worked on the cases.
That is not for you. That is work, and you can enjoy work, but that is not for you. Did you read a book you enjoyed? Did you take a relaxing bath? Did you watch a show of some sort, like at some sort of theater? Did you go explore the town and enjoy Einquell?
I really enjoy watching shows, I'll admit.
Sorry, what do you say?
I don't particularly enjoy watching shows.
Okay, well that's not the point, Quinn. What did you do to relax?
I slept.
That's basic self-care. That is basic self-care.
A whole 2 hours for napping.
That is basic self-care.
I had it right after lunch. It was quite nice, actually.
No, I totally believe that that's nice. I do the same thing. But that is basic self-care.
I did more walking.
For case stuff and for eating.
No, I thought about the cases while I was walking, but
Trying to put puzzle pieces together.
it helped me think.
Exactly. And so you did not take a break from the case at all, because while you were eating, you were also thinking about the case.
I was thinking about other things while I was eating.
Aspects of the case?
Of a case, yes.
Cool.
But not the one I was working on yesterday.
Wonderful. Have you done anything but cases since you've been in Einquell?
A very busy life, and it's very important, and what I do is very important, and I do not need to be criticized.
I'm not criticizing you. I'm concerned about you, Quinn.
You don't need to be concerned. You don't even know me.
Do I have to be concerned about someone?
Yeah, people normally do.
Well, fuck that rule. That's not how I work.
There's a pause. I know someone else who would have said that. Or
well, then I like that person a lot.
There's a sad smile. If you like Minami, I think you would have liked him too.
Laura goes silent for a second.
Funny how much the people here remind me of him.
Well, if you like this person so much, then enjoy the people that remind you of him.
I can do that later. I have other stuff to do first.
You can do two things at once if you're such an amazing detective.
Oh, Quinn, don't hand me that line. Oh, baby. Oh, one second.
Hurt me.
1 second. Let me have my phone. I'm not as amazing detective as some people are.
Does that actually matter? If you help people?
Well,
how many cases have you solved? Not an insignificant amount from what I hear.
1 second. Me double checking something with my lore keeper in the
I'm my own lore keeper, but I'm ching. I keep my boy. Sorry, babies, and not counting the cats. Well, good to know I nailed the Quinn face on the title card. Confused pout.
I'm sorry to our listeners. I am having to verify numbers because the canon material is much better known than by someone other than I. And I did not think so. I can work with this while the person tries to give me more other numbers. There's a okay. Thank you. Oh, sweet goodness.
That's a lot of cats.
That is a lot of cats.
Damn. Is it all the same cat? That'd be funny. Sorry.
Quinn gives a laugh and he goes, didn't Laura ask how many cases he solved?
basically said like, well, I'm pretty sure you solved a lot of cases, like, because he's like, I'm not that great of a detective, and Laura's basically like, well, you've saved a lot of cases, so it shouldn't matter if you're good or not, because you've like held, well, not good or not, but basically was like, well, you've solved a lot of cases, and you've helped a lot of people, so it doesn't matter if you think you're good, as long as you're helping.
Quinn gives a snort. Well,
Are you to be a detective to be competitive, or do you want to be a good person, Quinn?
Quinn rubs at his wrist. It's, yeah, it's complicated, okay?
Fair enough, but like, I'm not blind. I'm just colorblind. All right, like.
You were.
I just see a kid that, despite what they're saying, does not seem okay.
I am okay.
That does not detract from what I just said.
Well, you're wrong.
Then I'll be wrong and believe my wrongness.
Okay, I'm glad you admit you're wrong.
Wonderful. I'm wrong, and I will continue to be wrong, because I still believe you're not okay.
Continue to believe that, then.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of throws his hands up slightly.
All right. Want to know what else I believe?
What?
That we're friends.
I would disagree, but okay.
Fair enough. But I'm friends with people who hate me, so I really don't think you're going to shake me.
Become friends with people who hate you. Me having someone you're friends with who hates you.
Well, just because a person doesn't like you doesn't mean you can't like them. So I consider them a friend.
I mean, yeah, I guess that is true.
And I'm sure by now you've noticed I'm stubborn. So good luck.
So stubborn. Wow.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you've met my sister. She's stubborn in her own way.
Oh, stubborn.
Uh-huh. A bit of a family resemblance, wouldn't you say? He gives a fun wink.
He laughs. You know, even though you look different, I'm starting to think I might have been surprised if you said it was adoption.
Mm-hmm. Anquil has a way of finding your family for you.
I don't believe I will be around here long enough for something like that to happen, but
I've been here for 3 months and I have a sister now.
Yes, but I think we have a bit, how do I say this, different vibes.
Lloyd just laughs and shakes his head. The sooner you accept that Einquell's gonna fuck with you in interesting ways, the more sane you'll be. And Lloyd just smiles in a way that says he has some experience with this.
Just shakes his head like, I don't see that happening, but understood.
Cool. Let me know when it does. Oh, speaking of which, Lord reaches into his pocket and pulls out a little card and hands it to you. And in very nice cursive, like calligraphy, it has Lorem Choir Parif on it. And he hands it to you. And he's like, if you ever want to write me a letter, just write it, put it in an envelope, and put my name on it, and it will find me.
Ben kind of looks up at you like, that's not how normally letters work, I thought, but alright.
Nope, but they work like that for me.
Raising of his eyebrows. Is that...
I got a God's boon.
Okay, never mind, that makes things make sense then.
Yeah, it's weird. Look, Anquil's messed up. This is what I'm talking about.
I am definitely starting to notice that.
Mm-hmm.
In this conversation alone.
Yep. I might as well be a thesis statement.
1 second. Okay, back. Sorry, gotta throw something away quickly.
Was it the chocolate chips?
No, I had some trash though from when I was eating, and I was starting to fidget with it, and I did not want to be fidgeting with trash.
Fair enough, I feel that.
I need to get rid
I've
of.
been fidgeting with a pen this entire time. Just because it was here. Anyway.
Mood.
Anyway, he's holding out that card with his name on it.
Quinn's gonna take it.
Awesome. You have that now. You can write Lore letters. And he can write you letters.
Love it. Oh. Quinn just smiles a little softly at that. Well, I'll keep that in mind then.
Mm-hmm. Actually, apparently it has something to do with cats. I don't really fully get it, but yeah.
Quinn snorts. Well, I'll have to keep an eye out for that then.
Yeah.
He kind
do
of
you like cats?
And thinks over. Quinn tilts his head slightly. I think I like cats.
Oh, do you have a cat at home or something?
No, I don't know. They're adorable.
They are adorable. Lore smiles. Oh, yeah, but no, the letters send really quickly, and just try not to be freaked out about it when you suddenly find something in your pocket.
Quinn pauses. Is that why Minami said that she'd be able to contact me no matter what?
Oh! Yeah, probably.
Quinn kind of snorts. Okay, that at least makes sense.
Well, that and I guess she was kind of low-key banking on me meeting you then. This just kind of happens. Well, we're on a beach. It just looks around.
Quinn kind of looks around, having noticed it, and before finally he does give a little snort. Huh. I haven't been on a beach in a while. It's nice.
It is. I don't know if I've... I guess I've technically been to the beach, but only here in Einquell.
My, Fort Sanon's an island nation, so...
Oh, no, I think my country's by the sea. I mean, we could smell it, but I had to be careful not to leave town for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Well, he kind of looks in it. You can... kind of gives a motion. You can, I guess, go enjoy it now. I mean...
Only if you do.
Quinn gives a snort. I... kind of rubs the back of his neck. I'm good.
Nah.
Nah?
Nah.
What do you mean, nah?
Nah. Here, how about this? How mad would you be if I made you get in the water?
I would be absolutely furious, thank you very much.
Fantastic. Laura's gonna try to pick them up.
It's okay. Contesting athletics. This is a grapple.
Let me double check some of my things. Okay, let's see. There is a thing that he has, but it doesn't apply here. Okay, so that's a 25. Baby, please get a nat 20. Nope. That's an 11. He's just gonna keep trying, though.
He's going to push you away.
Yeah, he's gonna come after you. He's smiling.
He is pushing you back. Again.
He's like, have fun.
That's a nat 20, beloved, which means that's a 30.
Laura's just like, you can't get home without me.
I will.
You have no idea where the fuck you are. Laura smiles.
I will figure something out.
I'm sure you will, but that's such a time waster, isn't it? Come on, just have some fun.
Oh, don't talk about time wasting. No, this is not fun. These are my nice clothes.
Yeah.
He motions to his jacket,
And there's
his hoodie
literal magic dry cleaners.
Yes, and I don't want sand in them. I'm good.
Laura just looks unimpressed. I swear you have at least 20 of those outfits.
I do not. No,
Then how many?
Maybe like 3?
Okay, get in the fucking water. Laura's gonna try to get you.
I am very good, and he is backing away from you.
When was the last time you, went swimming?
It's been a while, okay?
Then come on, let's go. We're on the fucking beach. Have a beach day.
I'm good. I don't want to.
Well, then what do you want to do, other than cases?
Don't know.
Well, then do something other than cases, Quinn.
No, cases are a much better use of my time right now.
Right now, but what are you going to do after that?
More cases.
Okay, cool. Until you die?
I mean, yeah, that's the current plan, I will admit.
Yeah, no. Fuck that. He's going to try to pick you up again. Wait, I forgot to... That was a nat 20, though. So that's a 28.
You pick him up.
And I eat him into the water. And he jumps in after you.
Hey, beloved.
Uh-huh.
For all our dear listeners, Quinn can't swim.
Don't worry, Laura's gonna swim over to him and just pick him up in the water. You're on his shoulder. You're fine.
Yes, but that was a whiz save.
Oh, fun.
You toss him in the water, and his eyes go wide as he... You don't even toss him into the deep end, I'm guessing. You cannot throw him that far.
You can't throw him that far.
But
He can sit up and he's fine.
The moment the water splashes over his face, he sits up and he is instantly scrambling back towards this dry land. He doesn't even wait for Laura to get near him. He is just eyes wide, rushing towards the dry land.
Laura sighs. The kid didn't tell him that he was afraid of water.
He's not afraid, he's just...
What would you call that, then?
Okay, beloved, I do say this. If a person doesn't know how to swim, even if it's not in, deep water, you can genuinely scare them just by getting tossed into water.
As someone who was in that situation for a long time, yes. And that means being afraid of water.
Not afraid of it. If you guide him into it, he is not... Second. He's not afraid of the water, because if you had convinced him to guide him into it, he wouldn't have freaked out. It is the fact that you just threw him into water and didn't give him time to process what was happening. The moment he realized he was in shallow, he calmed down a lot. But, beloved, you did just toss him into water when he was explicitly asking you not to.
Sorry, I was reading gallery. Yeah.
I know.
I also hold up Lore. He is very impulsive. I apologize.
It's
Yeah.
Lord beloved. If people say no, they normally mean for a reason.
I think about
Quinn just
lots of
kinda-
other things and how many people
Quinn just
contradict
kinda stands
themselves,
there,
and he's confused in general.
and he rubs his head and goes, "Lord, okay, Lord, I understand your intention.
He's handing you a towel.
Thank you. Where did you get this from?"
My backpack?
Okay. He kind of starts to dry himself off, rubbing his head before laying the towel around his neck. Listen, I understand what you were trying to do, and maybe we could have talked this out a bit more, and I could have walked it. But please don't throw me into the water, especially when I don't know how far into the water you're throwing me.
That's fair. I'm sorry.
It's He gives a sigh. It's all right. I am just I can tread in water, and I can survive, and I'm not necessarily a horrible swimmer, but it's
Not
not
confident
one
enough
of
to
my,
feel comfortable in it.
yeah. I'd prefer not to risk seeing how long you could tread in water.
Mm.
So,
Or just kind of
please
sits
next
down
time
on the sand.
throw me into the water without at least letting me know you're at least sending me to the shallow end.
That's fair. Or just kind of lays down. He doesn't know how to make this kid have fun. He really wants
Quinn
to.
just kind of leans over him, frowning. You okay?
I'm worried about you.
Because I didn't want to get tossed into the deep end of an seemingly of an ocean without being told.
Oh, no, that's not why. I am apologetic about that, though. Minami's not going to be happy when I tell her. And he winces.
He gives a snort. Well then, oh, maybe I could talk to Minami myself and help reassure her that I'm fine.
That'd probably be good. And she'd love to see you again. And he smiles.
He smiles a little softly. After certain things get cleared up, I hope to see her again soon.
Or just kind of looks at you, again concerned.
He looks at you and goes, "You really don't need to keep looking at me like I'm something you need to be worried about."
You're not a thing. You're someone I'm worried about.
Oh, you don't need to be worried.
Lord kind of playfully crosses his arms as he's like laying back on the sand, and he's like, "Name one reason I shouldn't be worried about a teenage detective."
Well, Minami's a teenage detective.
Yep, and I worry about her too.
She's fine.
Nope,
Except for this
she
scene.
isn't. She's my sister. I know this.
Well, okay. Still, that's different.
No, it isn't.
I have wonderful self-defense, and I am very good at handling myself, and
I didn't say I was worried about you physically, though I am.
I am in a wonderful mental state. That's what
Okay.
you're worried about.
I am worried about your emotions, your mental health, physical health now, but also detectives are never okay. And no one can
Detectives
convince
are
me
okay.
otherwise.
I know of a detective who's okay.
Who?
My dad.
Well,
Or I guess technically he's an inspector.
well,
He's technically an inspector, not a detective.
I hate to break this to you, Quinn, but I don't believe that.
What do you mean?
I don't believe he's okay.
Oh no, he is.
You can assure me that, but unless I see actual evidence, I don't think I'm going to believe it. I've never
So you're
met a
just gonna
single
shoot
detective
people?
that's been okay. And I've met quite a few at this point.
There's a snort. Well. You can believe what you will. I still stand by. Detective I know is proof that they can be okay.
Wonderful. And all your dad does is cases.
No.
What else do they do?
He helps run things. He goes to meetings. He goes
That's
to
all work. All he does is work?
He likes watching. He tries to. He takes care of the home. He's
More
very
work?
busy. Okay, what he does is very important.
Did he have... Lord looks even more concerned now and stops himself from saying something and looks away.
Quinn just crosses his arms.
Lord doesn't say anything.
Should we get walking again?
Hey, Quinn.
Yes.
Did your dad have time for you?
Yeah. Yeah. He gives you a small smile. Of course he did.
Lord just looks skeptical, but in a soft way.
No, he got time for me. What do you mean? No. Yeah.
Okay.
Especially when it came to my casework.
So he taught
was
you
involved in a lot of
work.
He taught me what I wanted to learn about.
Cool.
I wanted to become a detective.
Did he expose you to anything else?
Anything I wanted to do, he would try his best to give me the chance at it. I just never really wanted a lot outside of the work in kendo.
Okay. And Nora just stands up and brushes himself off. I guess we start walking.
And Quinn starts walking with you.
Roll survival. When do you want to end, beloved?
I will go on for as long as you wish.
Careful. Be careful.
Listen, I don't mind. I know someone in the gallery might throw on me, but I don't mind.
Oh, that's a nat 20. Oh dear. That's a negative 11.
They get even more lost.
Well, you find yourself in a city, you have no idea where you are, and you're on top of a building some fucking how.
Time to roll that Constitution.
Both of us just...
Quinn does a lot better this time. He kind of stumbles a bit, but it's not as bad as last time.
That's a 7. That was a nat 1. I can't get lower than that.
Wow. Okay. Quinn's turn to try and help support.
Yeah, no, they turn around and Laura's just like face first on the ground, just not moving.
Laura! And Quinn rushes over and instantly flips you over and starts checking you over.
Laura looks so nauseous.
1 second. And he is going to use lay on hands to... It's basically
it's healing.
cure disease or neutralize poison, but he's going to use the 5 HP things to get rid of the nausea.
Wonderful. Aw. Or just exhales. Thank you. I have no idea where the
Quinn
fuck we are. I'm sorry.
Quinn sighs. At least it's a city now, so worst case I can figure out from here.
Well, true. Do you have money on you, though?
Does he have money on me? I'm gonna roll a just straight D20. He's got a coin or two.
Lord's just
I
like,
should have enough.
I don't know if a coin or two is gonna be enough to get back to Villestown. So we can try walking again.
And just circles around the building roof.
Yeah? Curses are a hell of a thing. And he just kind of smiles.
He sighs. Fine. I guess we don't really have a choice, do we?
Nope. Or just smiles like, he tried to warn you.
Well, he gives a snort and helps Laura up.
Yep. Real survival.
I probably shouldn't walk with you after this.
Well,
And he says it very lightheartedly.
Lord smiles. Well, let me know if you ever need to escape to the middle of nowhere. Yep, we're good. Where do you want to go? Does he have wow, brain. Camille, damn it, Quinn. I looked at the gallery at the wrong time and saw Fletch's username. Where does Quinn want to go?
Quinn wants to go back to Villestown. But I know we haven't rolled enough good rolls for that.
Oh, Laura rolled an 8. You rolled a 17.
So they could go end up back in Villestown?
Yep.
They're back in Villestown. Quinn wants to go back home.
Yeah.
Very desperately. Well, not home, but he wants to go back very desperately.
Yeah, you actually end up exactly where you started. And Laura just sighs like, cool, except now we have to roll again.
Have time for that. Constitution. Oof. Rolls a disadvantage still.
Yep. Cool, that's an 8 and a 6.
Okay.
Both of them are down for the count. You actually see Laura
Quinn.
run straight into a wall.
Quinn does not handle that well, and okay, I'm just gonna throw in the warning. Doubles over as he empties the contents of his stomach.
They are no longer on the inside, they are on the outside. Enough said.
Onto the sidewalk. He just onto the sidewalk. Okay, thank Moon, we're back here. I cannot do that again.
Laura's holding his nose, what looks like it might have broke. And he's like, yeah, no, we're good.
Give me a moment, I can help you with that. Just
Oh no, you hear a click. And he kind of straightens out his nose and he's like, it's good, it's fine.
Quinn frowns and
It looks fine.
His forehead. Give me a second.
No.
And he managed to get himself together.
Laura's just like, no, really, it is okay. Like, Laura's insistent on this, and you think he means it.
Quinn does not give a little care at all. He was walking over to you and placing his hands up. Just let me help, please.
I mean, you can, but it's already healed.
How is it? Even tunes don't heal that fast.
Nope. Laura shrugs. I have no idea why.
Quinn frowns. Is this related to your curse?
Maybe? Lord kind of just laughs. He's like, Minami's trying to help me figure out things. Apparently, I did not understand humans well.
He narrows his eyes. I might ask her to keep me updated on your case.
Most detectives say
If
that.
you don't mind my involvement.
I mean, I don't, but are you okay with that?
I will not be personally taking it myself. Minami already has it well handled. I simply...
I guess what I mean is, are you okay with knowing more about me?
Why not? You can know more about other people. I'm a detective. It's kind of my job to know more about other people.
Well, it tends to make some people uncomfortable.
Well, I don't have room for comfort in my job, so...
Well, you're still 16. But I guess I shouldn't have too much prejudice considering I have a 6-year-old helping me, so it's probably fine.
He kind of just frowns, but lowers his hands.
Look, Einquell's weird.
That it is.
Yeah, apparently 6-year-olds can be detectives. Or apprentice detective? I don't know. Don't worry about it. They're fine.
When actually gives a snort, a 6-year-old detective. Even I find that hard to believe.
I mean, maybe you'll run into them one day.
I see that it's very unlikely because I don't think I could take... No, I could not take that seriously.
You'd be
I know what a
surprised.
6-year-old detective
They're a
is
little
like.
shit. You'd love them.
I've met a 6-year-old trying to be a detective. They are... No.
The Lord just laughs really heartily and is like, man, you're in for a trip here.
Like I said, no offense, I hope to not be here very long, but...
I mean, we both hoped that.
Quinn frowns. Well, hopefully you won't be here long either.
Haven't you been here for like half a year already?
Quinn rubs his wrist. Like I said, I just want to go home as soon as I can.
Or just
I'm
sighs?
close, nice, all, but I'm very out of place here.
Lord gestures at themselves. Trust me, I understand that. The longer I'm here, the more it affects me.
Well, luckily it hasn't started to affect me yet.
This is Lord's turn to snort, and he's like, give it time.
I really hope it doesn't. Listen, Einquell is very nice. It's very good, and it's wonderful. I'm not like others. I knew. I am not Toonish in any way, and I'm perfectly content with that. I'm perfectly content being the serious one.
Careful, you'll end up as the straight man in the Rule of Funny.
He laughs. I'm already straight, though. So I
Lord,
guess I'm halfway there.
Oh gosh, I have to roll a thing. One moment. Laura doesn't know what that means. Laura just looks at you confused.
I like girls.
What does that have to do with straight?
Quinn's making the prayer hands. I'm not going to be the one to give you that conversation. Nope. He kind of... You don't know what straight means.
Laura points at the straight sidewalk.
No, okay. The straight man phrase... Why do I know this and you don't? The straight man phrase means that you romantically like someone of the opposite gender.
Why does that matter?
Because then people don't people know who you would like want to date or something.
But then why don't the
Nope,
people just
that's
ask you
you
who
know,
you like?
Lore.
Lori looks
It's
legitimately confused.
or in Quinn places his hands on your shoulders. This is a question for Minami. I have known you for less than a day. I'm not having this conversation.
And people won't even tell me what
Minami can
twink
explain.
means.
Quinn blinks. What means?
Ah, don't worry about it. Apparently everybody gets that reaction that you have.
Yeah, nope. You can ask all these questions to Minami. She would love to answer them, I bet.
No, I asked already. She said no.
Moon, she's smart. Okay.
Don't worry about it, Quinn. I'll just have to find a
Yeah, I'm
library
doing
eventually.
my best.
However, I
Don't.
think it's weird that you have labels for who you like.
It,
Is that like a force and on thing?
no. Lots of people have that. A lot of people have that actually.
I mean, my parents just like who they like.
He's pinching the bridge of his nose. I'm glad that they do. It's
I mean, most
really
people in my town.
a lot more complicated than that. For a lot of us, the labels are nice. They help explain things. They make it to where you don't have to have like a list of every person. You can be like, I like this type, you know?
I mean, type feels different. Okay. I mean, Laura's like, why limit yourself to only one option, though?
Like the other options.
Okay, that's fair. Laura seems really confused, though. I'm so sorry. This boy's never had a conversation like this before.
Quinn is pinching the bridge of his nose. This is not what he expected to have to do today.
I point at the fact this boy's 18. I'm so sorry.
Quinn is only 16.
He has more life experience than Laura.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I was
Quinn's
just like,
just rubbing the bridge of his nose.
I was just like, okay, well, cool. You like girls? And
I
then,
do like girls.
cool. All right. He shrugs. I guess
I've liked them as long as I've known. That's what being straight means.
Yep, you've made that very clear. Laura just like looks at you like, yep, you're definitely nailing this home.
Quinn's just blinking at you like, can we change topic now?
I mean, I was trying to, but you kept hammering down that you're straight.
I was not trying to do that. Never mind. We're moving on. Should we sit somewhere instead of walking?
I mean, yeah, we can. There's like a. He looks around. You paint this picture.
I'm gonna say that there's a bench nearby. There's benches in town.
Cool, wonderful.
They sit down at the bench. Quentin looks 10 times more exhausted now.
Laura doesn't understand why he's so stressed out about this.
Quinn doesn't like the fact that he almost had to explain some of those words to Lore.
Laura doesn't understand why it's a big deal.
It is a big deal to him.
I know. I'm just saying how Laura feels. Me, I know the situation, and I apologize for my boy. He's
Quinn
an
is topic
idiot.
changing. He just doesn't know what the topic changed to.
Laura's just like, what brings you to Anquel?
Well, it's a bit of a personal matter. I'd prefer
Okay.
not to talk about it.
We're just immediately trying to think of a different question. What kind of food do you like? He shrugs.
I never really had a specific food I like the most, but he frowns and rubs his forehead. It's complicated.
Your favorite food is complicated. Okay. Is there a question I can ask you?
you can ask me a lot of questions. You just seem to be very good at asking ones that I
I
don't
mean,
think are quite easy to explain.
okay, Laura's just like, I've been asking basic questions. Laura's just like, what do you like about kendo?
Well, it's first of all, it's fun. Um, it's definitely very stress relieving. It's a good way to get out my anger, and it's most importantly, it's something that I've put a lot of time and dedication into, and it pays off, you know?
Laura kind of smiles and looks just kind of soft at that. He gets that. You must be pretty good at it then.
Considered one of the best.
That's amazing. You'll have to show me sometime.
He gives a snort and goes, yeah, anytime actually.
Honestly, that sounds
That would be fun.
fantastic. Uh, there's not a lot
Even
of
though you
people
don't think
here
it
who
would
like to
be
like
fun.
play fight or anything, you know? I don't really get to practice what I know that much.
Yeah. Well, maybe one day we can have a spar.
That would be really fun. I mean, I do know you're pretty strong, so that would be fun. A lot of the detectives aren't usually strong.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of detectives aren't strong. I will
Yeah.
admit this. Well, correction. Let me check something. Me checking something really quick. Checking one thing. Correction. I do know of one detective who's pretty strong.
I mean, I do too, but I don't think they count.
Who would that be?
One of my parents.
Quinn kind of rubs on himself, rubs his wrist. Mine's one of my parents as well.
Oh. Yeah, it's my Abi. He doesn't really do that anymore though, so
He is not my dad, who I mentioned earlier.
ah.
He's pretty strong.
I mean, to be fair, Abi now just helps with the presses too. I mean, everybody who kind of works with the presses ends up being kind of strong in some way. I mean, those things are ridiculous.
Well, makes sense. Anything with hard work leads to strength.
Usually, yeah.
Good to be strong.
Did you need help with anything today? What were you looking for?
I wasn't really looking. I was just kind of walking around, just clearing my head a bit.
Ah, well, you definitely found a distraction.
He gives a snort as he looks at everything. Yeah, this definitely was a day.
You're welcome. Lloyd just kind of smiles playfully.
Quinn kind of sits there tapping his foot.
Well, you said that you do cases and you eat, right?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta eat somewhere, right?
I've had a snack or two.
Well, why don't you
Most
come over and
places
eat
around there.
with Minami and I?
Quinn frowns. I don't know if it's best if I visit Minami right now.
Why not?
I kind of need to take care of something before I can talk to her and keep my mind straight.
I mean, don't worry, she's a girl, so it should be fine. He smiles.
There is a giant snort. I am afraid. I mean,
Don't worry. It was meant as a joke.
okay. Thank you. Also, Laura, would you like to see if you realize what he's referring to?
Yeah, sure. I'm pretty sure he already knows. He's just being very careful about not.
Okay. Okay. As long as Lauren realizes, it's fine then.
Yeah, that's a 17. He's aware. He thinks that's a dumb reason.
Well, it seems like you think so.
Look, my boy is dumb and stubborn. Once he has made a decision, that's usually just how he believes everything is. Is this wise? No. Is it what he does? I'm sorry. Yes.
Quinn just kind of
Yeah.
smiles. Though, hopefully after I get some good news, I'll be able to come over for dinner.
Laura looks concerned. What happens if it's bad news?
Quinn is quiet and he rubs at his wrists. Let's not think about that, okay?
Okay, what happened to your wrists?
Oh, no, nothing. It's a nervous habit of mine. They itch sometimes or hurt if I get nervous, so
They hurt?
I think about. Yeah, it's you know that thing where I don't know how to explain it. It's just that itching feeling in your skin you get whenever you need to do something. It's like a habit.
Oh, a compulsion?
I guess so.
Yeah, I don't know if I have anything like that, but I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's just sometimes when I talk about like the case or other things that make me really mad or nervous, I get like this sharp pain. I think it's just a nervous tick.
Laura squints at you.
Quinn raises his hands in the defense.
It's not an angry squint, it's a concerned squint.
Listen, it's just. I think don't worry about it. It's nothing wrong with it.
I think we've already
look, and he holds out
established
his
that
wrist,
I'm
there's
going to
nothing
worry
see.
about you.
Look, you can see there's nothing there.
There's
you
nothing
look at
there.
the way
That
you
doesn't
look
mean
at
that there
it.
hasn't been something there. Not that I'm saying there has been. I'm just worried that you have pain.
No, it's fine. Really.
Okay, cool. Quinn thinks pain is fine. He aerates that and checks it off.
No, it's not.
He just looks back at
There
you.
are worse things, okay?
Have you ever seen, has Quinn ever seen the look that a older sibling gives their younger sibling when they're trying to
he's
not
not-
necessarily make a point, but messing with you, and maybe you'll get the point, but if you don't, it's fine.
Me batting my eyes? No, he's not.
Well, that's what Lore's doing. Because Lore has 6 little siblings, and one of them's 15. He looks at Quinn. They're stupid. Lore, I know
Quinn
I'm not
just
smart,
shrugs.
but...
Quinn just shrugs. Listen, I promise you, I really think it's just a nervous tick or something. It's just.
Oh, no,
Like I
I
said,
believe you believe that. Don't worry about it.
What do you mean? There's nothing else there. Look, nothing. See?
Yeah. But you said it's when you think of things that make you angry or hurt. I think it's the fact that you're feeling emotional pain and that you're not talking about it.
It's fine. Okay. It's fine.
I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it. Like, just,
You are gonna
okay.
drop it.
Yep, I'm dropping
Ow.
it. Yep. Lord holding back certain thoughts.
Hmm?
I'm like, Lord holding back certain thoughts.
Say what you wish, Laura.
Well, what he wants to say is, I believe every detective needs a therapist, but he's not going to say that.
Yeah, no.
He's trying. He's worried about this kid, and he's doing everything in his best to not drag him to Minami.
You can try.
He doesn't
May
want
not go
to. He
down
already
the
threw this
middle.
kid into the ocean because he was stubborn and he feels bad about it.
You should kind of feel bad for that. I'm not gonna lie, Laura. I love you so much. There is personal boundaries for a reason.
Yes. Laura got upset and threw a kid into an ocean.
Out of context sentences.
I mean, that's basically what happened.
It is basically what happened.
Laura very much wanted
Quinn
to pick him
kinda-
up and throw him into the ocean.
Quinn's probably still wet too. Quinn is.
Oh, that's a
Kinda
very good
standing.
towel. He's probably fine, especially from the quick travels.
Yeah, true. Plus, No, he does not have a spell to help with that. Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Don't
no,
worry,
that's the
there's
wrong
magic dry
character.
cleaners.
Does he have anything? Yeah, no, he does not have anything that could help with that. Okay.
Yeah, no, magic dry cleaners.
Magic dry cleaners, he'll need it.
Laura actually like opens up his bag and digs out a couple coins. He's like, "This is for your laundry.
I don't need that, really.
Take it."
No.
Laura stares at you.
He stares back. Listen,
Roll a whiz save.
I have... Oh, God. Okay, a whiz save?
Yep. It's probably not going to work. Nope. You are intimidated into taking the money. Is the intent.
Oh.
It was not intentional. It's his eyes.
Quinn's eyes widen, and he takes the coin, and he scoots a bit away.
Laura says, "Oh, shit. No. Sorry, my eyes do a thing."
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Laura keeps his hands where Quinn can see them and sighs. "Quinn, we both know that you could beat my ass. Don't be scared of me."
We don't know that. It's fine, really. I'll take the coin. Just drop it.
No, this is an issue. I don't like the fact that you were afraid of me, but I also know why you were afraid of me, and I apologize. That was not my intention. I technically have a curse tied to my eyes that I neglected to mention.
How much does this curse actually involve?
It just makes he like gestures with his hands, and then they kind of fizzle out, and he's like, if I look at somebody accidentally for too long without thinking about it, it will make them afraid.
So it's mind magic.
I guess you could put it that way, but it's not intentional. It just has to do with the ink that got in my eyes. It was magic. And it had a fear factor to it. It's... Usually I have it under control. I'm sorry.
Quinn just gives a weak little smile. Got it.
Laura just sighs. Disappointed. And makes a note of that to tell to Minami. He's got a mental list running right now. He's like gonna go back and report to his sister. Like, "Hey, you know how you said this kid wasn't okay? I can tell you, I concur."
Yeah, and you kind of just intimidated him using mind magic.
Yeah, unintentionally.
He really doesn't seem okay with that.
Yeah. I wanted to see what Quinn did. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Well, we'll reap the consequences.
I will.
The kid is notably more tense around you now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to make you roll insight. He is visibly tense around you.
Yeah, Laura's just gonna sigh. And then he's gonna lay down on the ground.
What are you doing?
I'm being weird to break the tension.
That you're just drawing unnecessary attention towards us.
Mm-hmm.
That's not proper behavior. Please sit up.
Laura points across the street to where some toon shit antic is happening. And he's like, "We're in fucking Einquell. It doesn't matter." And he just smiles.
You're a real mind. It's not how you're supposed to act.
Why do I have to... Laura just laughs. If I was in Fort Sanaa, I would still act like this. And no one's gonna do anything about it.
Looks.
Hmm?
And you would get weird looks.
And what's wrong with weird looks?
It's negative attention.
What's wrong with negative attention? That's that person's problem, not mine.
It reflects badly on the people around you.
Again, that's not my problem. If the people around me don't like me doing that, then why did they become my friend? Also, we're in fucking Einquell. This shit happens all the time. Have you seen anybody give us weird looks? Nobody has, by the way.
I don't like it.
Okay. He sits up. You're wound really tight, kid.
I simply understand how detectives are supposed to behave, and I guess, yes, you're not a detective, but you're still real kind. You still should carry yourself with a bit more respect.
I mean, I respect myself just fine. I don't really care if other people respect me.
Like that.
Why do I have to care about what other people think? Unless
Because
I care about them. That's why I sat up. Because I care what you think. Just, well, to an extent.
Well, we've known each other for one day.
Mhm.
First of all, my opinion should not be that important. And secondly, because
You just contradicted yourself so badly.
But it doesn't matter, because like how other people perceive you can affect how your everyday life is. And how it can affect jobs. It can affect their opinions of you. No, you have to behave a certain way when in the public. That is just.
But even when we were in the middle of the woods, you act like this, and that wasn't public.
Oh, yes, because that's how I should behave around others, and you were another person who I am, no offense, not too close to. Even if I was close to you, it's still good behavior to practice.
Okay, let's try something else. You said you play dragon chess?
I've played it a couple of times.
Okay. Lore digs in his backpack.
Considered good memory practice.
He pulls out a chessboard. He's like, I played this, I think the last time I played this, I was visiting someone who was in the hospital. They kind of sucked at it.
Quinn looks at it. You want to play dragon chess right here?
Yeah, why not? It's a bench. It's not that weird. People do it in the park.
Fine. One game.
Okay. And how we do this is just rolling straight d20s and see who wins.
I will say intelligence.
Okay, you can if you want, but I usually just do straight d20. But we can do intelligence.
You just do straight d20.
I mean, we can do intelligence. I do have a modifier in it. You probably have a higher one, but...
I know I probably have a higher one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, whose is whose?
The 16's mine.
Ah, okay, cool. I got confused. Yep, so they set it up.
By the modifiers.
I realize that now. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I'm just like, that was a dumb question. Numbers, fun.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm just being silly.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry.
Quinn
I'm being
will
silly. Yep, so you make a first move. It's a clever move.
It's perfectly practiced move. It's
Mm-hmm.
technical.
A Queen's Gambit.
What? 1 second. Making sure I remember this right.
A Queen's Gambit is an opening classic move in chess.
I'm 99% sure it is. Yeah.
Yep.
Nope. Definitely.
I looked up this definition earlier. I've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah, it is. We'll say that he's white, so he has the Queen's Gambit opening.
Mm-hmm. Lord just smiles, and I roll again. That's a dirty 20. You roll.
How many times are we gonna do this? 22.
Cool. Laura moves, and on your move, you take his piece. Laura just keeps smiling.
You Who did you play against last time?
That 6-year-old.
Oh, so that's probably why you won.
You would think that. To be fair, they had a bit of a conkus so.
You tried to play chess against a 6-year-old with a concussion.
Well, they needed enrichment. They'd been stuck in a hospital bed forever.
Oh. His gaze softens. Okay, I understand people needing to be kept busy while in a hospital.
Yeah, I mean, I also read them some stuff.
You did?
Well, yeah, they love books. Especially detective novels, obviously. He smiles.
Good taste.
Obviously.
As long as Sholmes isn't their favorite author.
Laura looks away.
Oh, don't tell me Sholmes is the god.
I don't know if it's their favorite, but they definitely like it. I mean, when I was at their place, they had like a whole bookshelf full of it. So, I mean... But they had lots of others. I mean, there was, me not remembering the names, insert them here. It's fine.
Not even knowing the name of the XPs that my character's is my character's favorite series. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I see a bunch in the chat immediately going to respond.
Quinn kind of just snorts. It's either way. He smiles a bit sadly. Well, it's nice knowing that there's younger people who really like reading detective novels.
Yeah, I mean, I always enjoyed them, so.
It's a good genre. I used to talk about that a lot with someone. We'd spend hours arguing over which one was better, which is how I learned that Sholmes was not the best, because no offense to them, Sholmes was not the best. And no matter how many times they argued about it, Sholmes would never be the best.
I mean, unpopular opinion. I don't think it matters. Laura just laughs. I just enjoyed them.
Quinn smiles. That's fair. It was fun for us to debate over them.
Mm-hmm. Roll again.
Roll again.
Motherfuck. We both rolled a nat 20s.
For the audiences, the reason that we were laughing on the last one is because they both rolled an 18, which meant Laura got a dirty 20, and then I proceeded to roll an 18, which meant I got a 22, and then this round, Laura rolled a literal nat 20. So, should have logically won. And then Quinn went and rolled a nat 20. And Quinn has a higher modifier.
Quinn has a higher modifier. So, Laura does something that Quinn knows is actually quite an impressive chess move, but they've practiced this shit. Their dad drilled this into them. They immediately take that piece.
And there is a moment of Quinn looking at this chessboard before he smiles, because that is a brilliant move. But then he proceeds to, with only minimal thought, make his own move, which you realize has just trapped you even more.
Laura laughs. He's having a fantastic time, and he looks at you with a bright smile. Like, that was awesome.
There is a pause before Quinn laughs, and he goes, well, thanks. I try to keep some of my wits about me with this game.
You don't have to be so formal about it. You can just say, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun then.
Awesome. And I roll again. One day, baby, you'll win. That's a 13. Go for it, Quinn. Boy, do I hope you roll a 1. Motherfuck. That was an 18. Yeah, Laura's been pretty trapped. And so he makes a move that, like, considering his situation isn't awful, but probably not the best. And you corner him into a position where he's gonna have to make a choice. Like, does he sacrifice this or does he do this? If he does that, is that a trap? Something he has to think on.
Leans against the bench. Your move.
Mm-hmm.
There is this smug little smile to him, but you can already tell he's genuinely enjoying himself a lot more now.
Man, you're really good at this game.
It was something fun to do sometimes.
Yeah, I
You'll
would
be
do it.
surprised how many places keep at least one dragon chess board around.
There's always one somewhere. Look, Quinn's allowed to be good at chess.
Dying audience, I am notorious for low rolls. That is an actual running gag. Like, people will literally account for my low rolls because I'm so known for them, and I have been rolling non-stop high rolls for this game. This is the funniest thing to me.
Quinn refuses to be bad at chess with this idiot.
Quinn is having so much fun.
I give the boy enrichment. This is to make up for the ocean.
This is, and you can tell it's also making up for the stuff earlier. He is genuinely calming down. Also, can I have like 2 minutes to run, and I need to take care of a chore quickly.
Oh yeah, no. 5-minute break?
2 minutes this is a 5-minute break because we are coming up on 2.5 hours. So 1 second.
I'm having fun. I look away.
I'm back. Sorry. Hello. Gallery, you all doing good down there? I see someone's still awake. Affectionate.
Bye. Hello. Back is what I meant to say. I know words. It's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway. Impressive chess move.
Let us return, because I don't see this going on for much longer. Do you?
No,
Unless you happen to clock onto one thing and that spirals into a very specific conversation, which I motion to the warning. But Lore seems to be avoiding this subject.
He's trying. He already hurt the kid. He didn't mean to do that. He was impulsive. He was hoping to have a wrestle buddy. It didn't work.
Yeah. Anyways, I say this is the final move. Considering, no offense, Quinn's rolls.
Yeah. That's fair. Um, you go on a little
Unless
bit
you want to
longer.
keep doing it. I don't mind, beloved. I gently bonk you. I don't mind.
Oh, okay. I think it would be fun to do a few more as they talk, because I have
Okay.
ways of lore earnestly flattering Quinn, which is something he needs.
He needs it.
Yes.
Yes. So it would be your role again
Mm-hmm.
as they talk.
Yep. We're just like, yeah. I'm a little rusty. I haven't played since the last time, as I mentioned. That was a while ago. And you made a clever move, but Lore somehow manages to, despite being cornered, take one of your pieces.
Quinn blinks, and there's a pause before he smiles. You know, for someone who's rusty, that's a very good move.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm honestly used to a different version of chess, but I don't think I'd be much better.
Well, you can, as long as you're learning the basics of the rules, you'll be surprised a lot can carry over.
Yeah, I was used to like a weird gnomish version, and it had like tears to it.
Oh, wow. Sounds like some kind of 4D chess.
Yeah, sounds like space shit, doesn't it?
Quinn laughs. I guess you could say that.
Yeah. Oh, have you ever been to? Lord puffs up his chest. He's like, "Want to know a fun fact?
Go ahead.
I've been to space.
Quinn jokes. You've been to what?
I've been to space.
Wow. I've been here.
I went
And
once.
home.
It was an accident. It did not have to.
How
Well,
do
it
you?
kind of had to do with the curse. There are aliens in Einquell. That's fun.
Yes, I believe there are. How do you accidentally go to space?
Well, they were trying to help me get home because they have this cool ship thing that can like teleport, sort of. But my curse interfered, and we ended up on a planet called Darth.
That. Well,
Yeah. Also figured out what a disco was. Apparently, that's a thing. Also, soda.
did you not know what soda is?
No, we don't have that in Ordinal Point. It's really fizzy. It's like bubbly. It's fun.
Yeah, it's a drink. It's a drink. Quinn is looking at you in genuine concern.
I raise his eyebrow. He's like, "Yeah."
Nope, not gonna judge.
I
Small
mean,
town.
we have
Makes
like,
sense you won't have as much.
well, yeah. I mean, I mean, we live in a. He just, Lord just starts laughing, and it's not out Quinn or anything. It's just a funny situation, because Quinn's getting to have the reverse of how Laura's been feeling.
Quinn kind of gives a shrug. Fort Sanon has a lot of trading, so I'm kind of used to seeing things like that.
Yeah, we have trading, but it's books. But no, my town is pretty hard to get to. It's made to be hard to get to. It's surrounded by a ring of mountains called the Seer's Crown. And then in the middle of that is a mesa, and that's where our town is.
Quinn notes this. Well, maybe one day in the far off future, I will see your town.
If you do, write me. It'd be nice to know where it is. I can't find it on any map.
If I do, I will personally take you back.
Well, that'll be interesting with two motion sick kids, won't it? Because
Quinn laughs.
it's very far
You'll
away.
be surprised how stuff I can get. I'll find a way.
Yeah. Wait, how did you get to Einquell if you can't do motion?
Quinn rubs his head. A lot and a lot and a lot of patience. I'm gonna be honest, a good portion of my time after finding out I needed to come here was spent just traveling. I actually travel. I can travel by land pretty okay-ish sometimes. I have a motorcycle I use, but the worst part was definitely the boats. I hate boats so much.
Lawyer goes to make a move again after you make a move, so. But Lawyer's just like, oh, motorcycles. Yeah, I figured out what those are. You're fine on motorcycles?
It's strange. Cars I can handle slightly, but I do sometimes get a little nauseous on them. But there's
Wouldn't it be the
something about
same?
I would have thought, but there's something about the motorcycle. It's more
I guess you would, in
freeing.
theory, be in more control. But to be fair, I've never
Yeah.
read. We don't have those where I'm from, so I've never been on them.
There's a pause before Quinn's eyes light up. You want to ride on a motorcycle?
Lore very immediately says yes. Just yes.
Then why don't we finish this game?
Wonderful. Laura makes a move and takes your queen.
Quinn, it's so distracted by the subject of motorcycles. You take the queen.
And Laura's just like, wonderful.
He kind of
Finish this
leans.
game.
The game's not over, beloved. Just because you take the queen.
I don't know how chess works. Have you noticed? I think it's the king, actually.
Okay.
I've never look. The only time I've ever played chess. The only time I've ever played chess was when I was like 9 years old and I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I play gin, okay? I don't play chess. I can play gin. I'm pretty good at gin. Wanna play for pennies? Like my dad and I did. I look away. I'm so nervous.
Quinn's just... God. You know what? I say he wins. I think it deserves this. Quinn blinks, realizing that you distracted him, and I'm gonna make a little roll. I'm just gonna make a quick little roll. This totally isn't angst. Quinn blinks before he kind of just rolls his shoulders and gives a little shake. Well, you won. I may have started out strong, but you had some very good moves towards the end, and
I think I
got
accidentally
distracted.
distracted you with the motorcycles. Also, I got really excited and motivated because I've never been on a motorcycle, and the idea of going that fast and not being motion sick sounds amazing. And Laura's eyes are.
But
I will say. What is your passive perception?
13.
Okay. That's fine. Laura's eyes are literally sparkling.
Quinn smiles at that. Well, come on. Don't have a lot of time then. And he's going to let you put the chessboard up, and then he's going to take your hand and begin dragging you.
Awesome.
There's this skip and a step now.
Laura is mimicking it. He is very excited.
He drags you through the city until you reach this hotel where he brings you around the edge to where some of the vehicles are parked, and there is a very nice, although a bit obviously well taken care of but used.
Roll.
Should I make it? I make it what he has in canon.
Roll perception.
I will.
Mm-hmm.
Perception. 16.
Yeah, it's really weird that you guys didn't get lost.
It is. Okay, I'm so sorry, Gallery. I can't do this to myself. Fine, I can kind of. The motorcycle is a I do this. You know what? No. The motorcycle, by the way, it's starting to get dark. It's starting to get dark. Okay? And the sun is beginning to set. But standing before you is a well-sized motorcycle, obviously meant for travel. I cannot remember the name of it right now. I will get back to that later.
Really quick, did you have to go through a door frame to get here?
Nope, it was outside.
Perfect. Don't worry about it.
I don't like that. Concern.
I wiggle. I look at the fact that Laura is taller than he used to be. Don't worry.
One second, I am very quickly looking something up. Okay, a sports touring, I believe, is the type of motorcycle he has. Which I will send a picture in the gallery for what he has, because I totally did not spend about 50 hours in DMs once talking about this.
Oh my gosh, my brother has a bike like that.
Yes, it's a sports touring. They are good for travel.
Mhm.
Based on what I've researched. When I found out Quinn had a motorcycle, I did do some research.
Dude, motorcycles are cool. I never want one or want to ride one. My aunt has told me too many horror stories. This is what's fun about having a doctor in your family. Yep.
That's so valid.
Yeah, I'm just
But
like,
yeah, no, Quinn climbs onto the front part and fishes out from one of the pockets a spare helmet and tosses it to Lore. Come on, put it on and hop on back. And he pats the second seat behind him.
Lore catches the helmet and then looks at the motorcycle and considers for a second. He's like, am I too tall for this?
It'll be fine. Trust me.
Okay. He puts on the helmet and climbs onto the back.
By the way, Quinn grins at you as he turns on the motorcycle and lets you climb on. And do you climb on?
Yeah.
So Quinn kind of gives you that you might want to hold on to keep yourself steady, especially if you've never rode one before.
Hold on, where? Looks around.
He kind of vice versa rubs red before he kind of pats his waist. That's probably where it's going to be the best.
Sweet. Hugs. He hugs you.
Hugs. Quinn lets out a sigh before he kind of revs the engine. So I say we go for a bit of a joyride, and then you said you're Minami's brother?
Yeah, I have a room with her.
You live with her?
As often as I am able. And he sighs.
Well, after the joyride, I can drop you off then.
Yeah.
And with that, Quinn gives the biggest grin he's had the whole time, and even though he never mentioned it earlier, you just found out what he does for fun. And he puts his helmet on, and as the sun's setting and you begin to ride out, there is an obvious calm to Quinn as he's on this motorcycle. It's sleek and dark and black, and it blends in with him, and he is just calm as you slowly leave the city behind. And as the sun finally sets, yes, gallery, I will do this for you. You notice that his wheels begin to turn a neon green as there's lights there. And this neon green streak fills the road behind him as he just races with you. Until finally, as the night begins to stretch on and it becomes too late, he brings you back to Villagetown and drops you off at Minami's house. I guess this is goodbye for now.
The entire time it was like Laura was giving you a hug.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was very
Quinn's
happy with
having
this.
normal amount of emotions about this.
It was a very good hug. I will say, he definitely has rested his chin on your shoulder during this ride.
Quinn's trying not to die internally. But it's mostly just not used to others at this point. He's used to riding by himself.
Affection!
Quinn, physical affection? To me?
How dare! Aghast. Lord takes off the helmet, and it's really funny. Oh. I look at you. Do you want the secret afro?
It's up to you.
Do you want the bearer of the afro curse?
Up to you.
Okay, cool. As he takes off his helmet, you notice it catches his little hair tie, and his hair just goes, and it's almost comical. It is comical.
Quinn covers his mouth slightly and gives a little snort.
Lord just sighs and smiles. He's like, "Yep, this keeps happening. I think it's turning into a gag."
It's not the worst gag to have.
Yeah. Do you know about gags? Beware of those. If it happens 3 times, it's gonna find you.
Luckily, never. But I luckily don't think I'm even close to being. And I don't see that happening to me. But thanks for the warning.
Lord shrugs, and very happily hands back the helmet, and he's like, "I want one."
Quinn grins. Well, if you ever need help choosing a good one,
yes,
let me know.
I also want to know how they work. Oh, my dad would be so interested in this.
Well,
sorry, not dad,
happen to know
pops.
how they work. I happen to know how they work, so.
Oh,
maybe
show me?
We hang out. Yeah, I can show you.
Lord literally like fist pumps. He's like, "Yes."
Quinn gives a laugh. Well, you better head inside and tell. There's a pause as he looks down.
I'll tell her hi.
Thanks. Yeah.
I will let you know the next time she sees you. She'll be like, "Why didn't he stop in?" He smiles fondly.
Hopefully next time I'll be able to tell her that myself. You know?
Mm-hmm. Hey, don't be a stranger. And he waves goodbye.
And Quinn gives a wave before he puts his own helmet back on, and the neon green streak is gone into the night, and I say that's where we end.
Yeah. Laura just looks at him and is like, "That is so fucking cool," and goes inside.
Well, lovely listeners, thank you for sticking out with us. This is the end, I believe, and we hope that you have a wonderful night.
Now I have the problem to deal with Laura wanting a motorcycle. Anyway.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.